Hi, this is Fahad Al-Thani. Please follow Stroking Icon.
So Amir Khan, who takes on Greco this weekend in Liverpool as a headline act for his debut for Matchroom, and of course his homecoming to UK soil after a hiatus of what must be about 5 years now, I think it is. So he was talking about his last fight, which happened to be over 2 years ago against Canelo Alvarez, and the fact that he got knocked out. And of course he's talking about why did he take that fight, all that kind of thing. And this is what Amir Khan had to say. There's fights I've wanted, for example, the Floyd Mayweather fight. That was talked about for years and years and didn't happen. The Manny Pacquiao fight, which was talked about and didn't happen. So you kind of fall out of love with boxing. The reason I took the Canelo fight is because I got quite desperate. I really wanted a big super fight and I wanted my name upon the Vegas Strip. It's always been my dream. The Mayweather fight got so close so many times, which never seemed to happen. I've been knocked out before and I've come back from it, winning world titles. The mistake I made in there with Canelo was my own fault. I dropped my left hand and I got caught over the top with Canelo's right hand. I would rather be knocked out with one big shot instead of taking numerous punches and getting stopped that way. So I'm glad it was just that one shot. Should I have taken the fight? Maybe not. It was a massive opportunity for me, but I don't regret it. If I never took that fight, I would have always thought what would have happened. He beat me on that night and he was a better fighter that night. My hand was also bad. I was quite scared to get it operated on. After the Canelo fight is when I decided to get it fixed properly. It took me a little bit longer to recover from the hand op that it should have been. At one stage, I did think, well, maybe this is it. So that was Amir Khan's statement. As I said, he's taken on Greco in Liverpool this Saturday. And that will be on Sky Sports, of course. Not pay-per-view, by the way. So going back to the Canelo fight. So he's saying that he took the Canelo fight because he was desperate for his name to be up in lights on the Vegas Strip. But if you know that you're pretty much going to lose, which I'll probably say 95% of boxing felt that way, because it was speed against power. And we all kind of knew that at some point Khan could potentially make a mistake in that fight. Now, don't get me wrong, he did well up until he got stopped. He really did, and I was nervous for him, big style nervous for him. And when he got hit, that was a shot and a half. But either way, that was probably going to scar him now. That's going to be mentally scarred, surely. But or maybe not. Maybe the 2 years out of the ring has kind of like fixed his focus now, maybe. And of course, he's talking about the hand injury as well. I'm not too sure that was really something that would have helped him in the fight anyway, because it's not like he was ever going to stop Canelo. That was never going to happen. But you see, this is one of the frustrating things with me about Amir Khan, which is why I kind of fell out of him for quite some time. The fact that he left the UK and forgot all about his British fans, just left him behind, because he was chasing the American dream, the American dollar. And he just pretty much confirmed it yet again, that the whole reason he took the Canelo fight was because he wanted the super fight. He wanted Floyd Mayweather. He wanted Manny Pacquiao. But if you all remember, when he signed up to fight Canelo, he could have took on Kell Brook. Kell Brook was, what, undefeated at that time. That was a massive fight. You guys could have sold out Wembley. You possibly could have got more money to fight Kell Brook. And yes, it could have been a Wembley fight or a Principality Stadium. It could have been something. It was that big at the time. But now, if you guys had a fight, it may not even sell out a damn bingo hall right now. But ultimately, we have to wait and see. Both of them need to get back to winning ways. Kell Brook, obviously, he's moved up to 154 now and had a very, very convincing win over Sergey Rabchenko. And now, hopefully, Khan is going to do the same against Greco. Greco has been in with some pretty decent opposition, including Errol Spence Jr., which he lost by quite convincingly. But still, he did go into the Spence fight as a last-minute opportunity. So he went in there underprepared, really. But even so, Greco is quite dangerous. Now, Amir Khan can beat anybody in the welterweight division, literally anybody, if he stays disciplined. As in, stop engaging so much. Literally, hit and move. That's what he's good. He's magical on his feet. The way that he glides around that ring is like nothing else on earth. And his hand speed is phenomenal. So all he's got to do is try and avoid to get hit. Now, don't get me wrong, he didn't go in there against Canelo or Danny Garcia with the intention of getting hit. Of course he didn't. But he gets moments in the fight where he forgets what it is he's supposed to do. For example, dropping the left hand. That's exactly what Canelo was waiting for. Same thing happened against Danny Garcia. So it's not like this is something that he's learning from, or hopefully now he is, hopefully. But he does get into the point of a fight where he thinks, you know what, I'm bored of just this tapping and running, just winning the rounds. I want to try and stop him. Amir Khan is not a big puncher. We know this. But anyway, we'll have to wait and see what happens on the weekend. But ultimately, he is making his return to the UK, which is something that I've always wanted. So me moaning about it for all this time, we're finally getting it to happen. And hopefully he stays focused. Stop being a diva. Your name up in lights. Don't care about it. And in Vegas, if you want your name up in lights, you do it in the UK. You become a huge star in the UK. Okay, now he was before, and he went to America. Hey, big props. You're a world champion. You travel the world, right? And, that's something that I would fully expect Anthony Joshua to do at some point as well. But not to abandon the UK fans. I don't want to see that again. But anyway, we'll have to wait and see. So the reason that he took the Canelo fight is because he wanted his name up in lights. Drop your thoughts below. Click that thumbs up. Subscribe. Catch you next video.